Hello, everyone. If you guys want to gather around, we're going to get started on our speaking remarks. We just wanted to thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your busy days to come here to the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards Gold Key exhibit. It's great to see so many students, parents, educators, community leaders, and supporters of the arts in this room. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to celebrate the incredible talent of our Scholastic Award winners. Before we get started, there are just a few people I need to thank for making this exhibition possible. The Boston Globe and the Boston Globe Foundation have sponsored the Scholastic program in the Commonwealth for over 65 years. Without the support of our leadership team at the Globe and our dedicated board of the Boston Globe Foundation, none of this would be possible. Leslie Davison, if you want to raise your hand, Leslie, wherever you are, our program director, has been working with the Massachusetts region since 2014. Her passion for this program is contagious, and thanks to her, thousands of young artists and writers have been recognized for their creativity. Jasmine Wu is a Northeastern University co-op student in the Community Relations Department at the Globe, who has enthusiastically embraced Scholastic since joining our team in January. I don't think she imagined learning how to professionally hang artwork as one of her learning outcomes, but she smiles and does what she's asked of nonetheless. The entire team at the City of Boston, especially Peter O'Sullivan, Aaron Santhouse, and Gabrielle Farrell, I can't thank you enough for supporting our wild idea of hosting an art exhibit in this space. I'd now like to ask Linda Henry to join me at the podium to tell you a little bit about the 2016-2017 Massachusetts Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. Linda is the managing director of the Boston Globe, chairwoman of the Boston Globe Foundation, and co-founder of Hub Week. She is passionate about the arts, documentaries, and film, and is committed to exploring the intersection of art, science, and technology through Hub Week, a week-long event that will take place in October of this year.
Thank you, Emily, and thank you all for being here. I just want to say how humbling this is for me as a non-artist. I have very young children who are perfectly happy with my drawings of a bus, a car, and a tree. And this is really just mind-blowing, the amount of talent that we're seeing on display today. And we are thrilled today to celebrate the accomplishments of our Gold Key Award winners. So the Massachusetts Scholastic Arts and Writing Awards, which is presented by the Globe in partnership with the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, it's an annual statewide competition in art and writing for students in grades 7 through 12. The program provides recognition, exhibition, publication, and scholarship opportunities to thousands of talented young artists and writers from across the Commonwealth each year. It was formed here in 1950. The Scholastic Art and Writing Awards program has been part of the Boston Globe's commitment to the community for decades, and to the development, education, and well-being of young people in Massachusetts. This is really just a great way to support the incredible talent that you can see around this room throughout the state. And thanks to the support from the Globe Foundation, the Scholastic program introduces the Boston community to a whole new generation of artists and authors, and it's just one of the many ways the Globe and its audience of readers support local talent. This year, from public and private schools, homeschool programs, and community organizations submitted nearly 15,000 pieces of art and over 2,500 pieces of writing for our judges to review. On the basis of originality, technical skill, and emergence of a personal voice or vision, our professional art judges convened at the school at the Museum of Fine Arts at Tufts in January to select honorable mention, silver, and gold key awardees. Almost 2,000 students who participated in our program this year were honored with silver and gold keys. Thanks to our incredible partners at the Museum of Fine Arts, those students will be recognized at a special ceremony this Saturday with a walk across the stage among these famous works of arts from Picasso to Frida Kahlo. At the ceremony, the Boston Globe Foundation will announce 2 scholarship winners, one of which is here with us tonight, Sierra Corso, who's a senior at King Philip Regional High School, who was selected for her gold key and will be attending Mass College of Art in the fall. And you can see her drawing over there, which is just really remarkable. Congratulations, Sierra. Letitia Chan, a senior from Milton Academy, was selected for her writing portfolio, but she was unable to join us this evening. But congratulations to both of these women. I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for you. The celebration continues after the awards on Saturday. On March 14th, the National Scholastic Program will announce the national medalists, over 150 of which will be from Massachusetts. And in June, those students, along with the hundreds of others from across the country, will be honored at Carnegie Hall in New York. I'd like to thank each of the parents, the educators, and community leaders in the room who gave our students support and guidance. Your positive influence as a parent and deserves special recognition. Thank you for joining us, and I would now like to introduce a true champion of the art, our mayor, who has brought an art star to Boston. He's advocated a 10-year master plan supporting arts in the city, which was an incredible process that was remarkably inclusive and really set the sights on not just what are we doing today, but how are we as a city going to incorporate this vibrancy of the arts going forward. He has allocated over $1 million for an artist and residence grants, and he has even been recognized nationally for his leadership in the arts for Boston. So please welcome Mayor Walsh.
Thank you very much, Linda, and I want to thank you and the Boston Globe and the Boston Globe Foundation for your great work in our city and in our Commonwealth. I want to thank Emily as well, who's the president of the Boston Globe Foundation, and thank you for your great work and shouting out the three great people in the city of Boston. I truly appreciate that. And I want to thank Alex, who's a member of our Boston School Committee, who's going to speak after I do. I want to thank all the Boston schools. I want to thank all the schools represented here today. And I want to welcome all of you here. If this is your first time in our new building, this is a brand new state-of-the-art head of our school department building here in Dudley Square. And this neighborhood has a rich history of tradition, and this building has a rich history of tradition as well. And this space that we're in today, we're putting it out to bring a restaurant to the neighborhood. But as I look around here, I'm thinking maybe we want to bring an art gallery to the neighborhood and not a restaurant to the building, because this is pretty incredible here. Today, as I look around the space. A couple weeks ago I came by and it was nothing but heavy boxes for tools and construction and all that. So again, I want to thank all of you for being here today. The Boston Globe Foundation enriched the lives of young people in our city through education. And thank you to the Alliance of young artists and writers, elevating a wide diversity of cultural expressions. And it's important, I find it important for us in our city to make sure that we give every opportunity to our young people. As you look around here and you see some of the photos and the paintings, you see some real talent. This talent that you're seeing on the walls of the students in our schools across the Commonwealth of Massachusetts that are going to be our future writers and our future artists and our future photographers, and it really is incredible some of the work that you see here. I want to congratulations to all of you, the young writers and artists that are here with us today, and those that couldn't make it. I want to congratulate you as well. You're talented. You've worked extremely hard to get to this point, and the rest of the city will have an opportunity to enjoy your work, so I want to thank you for that. Linda talked about what we're doing in the city of Boston. Art brings people together. When I ran for mayor 3 years ago, there was forums every single night. We had forums on everything you can imagine. The largest forum we had was on arts and culture. It was at the Boston Public Library, and they had to shut the room down because not everyone could get in the room. And it showed you that this city and this state is thirsting for art and wanting to get involved in art. Because art certainly unlocks the culture of understanding. And certainly in times like today, we need that now more than ever, really, when you think about what's happening, not just in the country, but in the world. Youth art in writing is especially important to our city. It's going to help the culture of our city and help shape our city as we move forward. The young generations and your generation that's here today is facing challenges that no one's ever faced before. Art and writing are ways to tell your story and explain those stories to older generations. In the city of Boston, we're developing more resources to help you. We want to recharge the arts and culture ecosystem in our city. The goal is to integrate arts into every aspect of life. When I became the mayor of the city of Boston, we had a cabinet. At the cabinet, we didn't have art sitting at the table. And today we have the arts cabinet person, Julie Burrows, sits at the table every Friday. And what's been interesting, watching the police commissioner, the fire commissioner, the public works commissioner, using art through those different areas and using opportunities to be able to promote the arts in our city. And it's exciting to see that. We want to see art everywhere in our city, even in very unexpected places. We want art to be accessible to everybody, and we want to make sure that art is accessible to everyone, is accessible to everyone with all different backgrounds and all different income levels. We want our museums to feature art that reflects the great diversity of this great city. Last year, we launched a program called Boston Creates. It was the first ever citywide cultural plan. We had people from all over the city come and give their ideas and investment ideas on what we should be investing in and how we should be investing. Arts education is one of the tools that we have to accomplish these goals. I want to, again, just thank the Boston Public Schools for being such an excellent partner. We're joined by Robbie Consalvo, the Chief of Staff of Boston Public Schools, is here with us today, and many other folks. I want to thank Robbie for being here with us today. Students that are in this room and that couldn't make it with us here tonight are the reasons for all this work. We want Boston to be a place where you can thrive as an artist, that you can express yourself freely on how you want to express yourself as an artist. So on behalf of the city of Boston, I want to congratulate all of the folks that had something to do with this. And if the young people that aren't here today, or if there are parents here, I want you to make sure you take back to those students and take back to your schools that we're proud of the great work that you've all done. Because the future of our city and the future of our state and the future of our country are the people who are behind what's on these walls today. So again, I want to thank you for being here today, and I'm proud and I have the great honor to introduce to you a member of the Boston Public School Committee to address. Mike O'Neill couldn't be here, the chairman, which is good because we got a better substitute for you. Alex, come on up. Don't tell Michael I said that.
Thank you, Mayor, so much. Thank you, Mayor, for all you do, not just in arts, but in everything. It's really great to be here to celebrate young people's talents. I also, in my day job, work with young people, so it's really amazing to see all this amazing artwork. And I just want to say welcome on behalf of the Boston School Committee to the Bruce C. Bolling Building, which has served as headquarters to Boston Public Schools for the past 2 years. And in this site is very historical, as the mayor talked about. It's the site of the old Ferdinand Furniture Store, and it's a state-of-the-art facility. And we're preserving our history in Dudley Square while providing one-stop shopping for our BPS families close to where they live. In this building, you will find our Welcome Center, you will find the Newcomers Assessment Center, the Transportation Department, together with our administrative offices, as well as the Roxbury Innovation Center and cafes and retail stores. And in the lobby, if you come on any day of the week, you will see a lot of different activities, including a lot of young people being tutored. And perhaps best of all is having this open space to actually be able to have and host something as this showcase of impressive student artwork tonight. Boston Public Schools is proud to be one of the most diverse school districts in the nation. Nearly 1 in every 2 students speaks another language other than English at home, and our students come from over 139 different countries. Now more than ever, it's important that we find ways to celebrate the rich diversity and creativity of our wonderfully talented students. I want to also thank the Boston Globe Foundation, Emily, Linda, the people behind the scenes, and for the past 60 years of making this wonderful event happen. And this exhibit will remain open from Saturday, March 11th until Sunday, March 26th, from noon to 6 p.m. every day. And I encourage all of you to make sure to tell your friends and your neighbors, go back to your schools, and make sure that everybody knows to come and celebrate this lovely artwork. And I hope everybody had a chance to look around. There's a lot of multimedia artwork here. I loved in the back the picture of Zeus. I could go on. My favorite is the Dunkin' Donuts over here with the bracelet and the sleeve. So congratulations to all of the students and their families. We all know that arts is really the way that we can all speak a common language, and during these times it's never more important to actually have art. So thank you so much for being with us here today.